The law of attraction is often referred to as the law of feeling. But you may wonder, I understand that feelings are important, but how do I actually generate those feelings? No matter how hard you try to feel like you already have everything, it doesn't come easily, right? I understand how frustrating and confusing that can be because I've been there myself. So, let me explain a scientifically backed method to help you easily generate the feeling of already having everything. Did you know that even if you're not genuinely happy, forcing yourself to smile can release happiness hormones? A fascinating experiment was conducted by the University of Kansas. The researchers asked participants to maintain a forced smile during the experiment. Then, they subjected them to stressful situations. The participants continued to smile despite the stress. The results were surprising the group that forced smiles had significantly higher happiness hormone levels than the group who remained neutral during the stressful situations. Even though they weren't actually happy, the act of smiling triggered real happiness hormones, and they started feeling genuinely happy. The conclusion of this experiment is simple. The act of smiling triggers the feeling of happiness. In other words, actions create feelings. This concept is widely accepted in psychology. There is a theory called the facial feedback hypothesis, which states that the expressions we make influence the emotions we feel. So even if we're not genuinely feeling joy, just smiling makes our brain think we are happy, and it releases happiness hormones. This principle of actions create feelings is also acknowledged in social psychology. A world-renowned psychologist, Amy Cuddy, gave a TED Talk where she explained that the way we stand, such as standing tall with our shoulders back, triggers the feeling of confidence. Her TED Talk became a global sensation, reaching over 67 million views on the official TED website. Amy Cuddy is also famous for the phrase, "Fake it till you make it," which has become legendary in the self-development world. She said, "If you feel like you shouldn't be somewhere, fake it. Don't do it until you make it, do it until you become it." Isn't it interesting that this advice is nearly identical to the principles of the law of attraction? This truly is a mystery, isn't it? Now that we know actions create feelings, what kind of actions can help us generate the feeling of already having everything? The feeling of having everything is actually closer to a calm, enlightened state. The key to the law of attraction is to feel like you already have what you desire. Someone who already has everything doesn't feel desperate or passionate about it anymore because they already have it. They feel calm, detached, and at peace. So, what actions can bring about this feeling? They are actions that help you let go of physical tension, such as fasting, eating lightly, meditating, deep breathing, yoga, or long walks. These activities all involve releasing physical tension. Actions create feelings. Remember this formula when you release physical tension. You create a feeling of calm, relaxation, and peace, just like someone who has already attained everything. This feeling of detachment and peace is the same state as someone who has everything. And when we feel this way, our subconscious begins to attract the reality of already having everything. This is why for thousands of years, spiritual seekers, monks, and enlightened beings have practiced fasting, meditation, and walking for long periods. These practices are not random. They are based on the understanding that physical actions can generate the ultimate feeling. These actions are also frequently mentioned in modern self-help books about success. I once read a lot of self-help books, and I started to notice a common theme. They all mentioned fasting, eating lightly, meditating, doing yoga, exercising, and practicing gratitude. I used to wonder, why do they recommend fasting and meditation when they're supposed to teach me how to make money and succeed? I'm still hungry. Why focus on gratitude and meditation? Over time, I found the answer to this question, and the lesson is reflected in this video. Let me summarize the key points and wrap up the video. The core of the law of attraction is to feel as if you already have everything. When you feel like you already have it, you experience detachment and lack of desire. This sense of detachment and peace is exactly the feeling of having everything. This is why detachment and peace attract the reality of having everything. The reason is simple: feelings attract reality. So, how do we induce the feeling of detachment and lack of desire? It's simple. Engage in actions that release physical tension. When we release physical tension, we generate feelings of calm, peace, and detachment. Activities that release physical tension include fasting, eating lightly, meditating, deep breathing, yoga, and long walks. These practices have been used for thousands of years by spiritual practitioners and are even mentioned in modern self-help books aimed at success. If you're struggling to feel the law of attraction, working and can't seem to generate the right feelings, don't waste time trying to force those feelings. Instead, focus on feeling the ultimate sense of already having everything. I can confidently say that this method will bring far better results than constantly striving and struggling to attract something. Remember, actions create feelings, and those feelings attract reality. Keep this principle in mind and apply it in your life. Thank you.